What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we got to talk about Stephen A. Smith, who's currently getting roasted online for a picture surfacing with him playing solitaire during the NBA Finals. And you can see Stephen A. Quote Legion Hoops pretty much confirming that yes, this not photoshopped anything. He said, "Yep, that's me. Who would have thought? I can multitask, especially during timeouts. Hope y'all are enjoying the NBA Finals. This is going 7 games now, peeps." And this is so critical because some of the takes Stephen A. Smith has had, most namely the one with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and also him calling out Tyrese Halliburton recently. Now you can debate whether he's a superstar or not at this point, but that's kind of what Stephen A. has been talking about. He's in Indiana, so that's not gonna go over well with the fans. Now check this video out. This was not during the timeout. Peep this. So as you can see, that was live during game action. KD wasn't going to miss the opportunity to roast Stephen A. Smith with some of the issues they've had with some of the things Stephen A. Smith has said about him over the past 5 or 6 years, right? So KD posted on his story, and now we're going to look at some of those takes that Stephen A's had that's been really bad over the last couple of days. Let's peep.
What's one word you would use to describe Giannis's career if he doesn't win another title?
Underachiever. Underachiever. I'm going to tell you why. It's one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Over the last 4 years, minimum 200 games, Giannis, second in the league, 30.4 points per game. Fifth in the league, 11.7 rebounds per game. Fifth among qualifiers at 58% from the field. And 9 All-NBA selections in his career. 9 All-Star selections, and top 10 finishes in league MVP voting 9 times. And he has more of that than postseason series wins. That's unacceptable. It's not his fault. I'm not in any way pointing to him or what he's not doing. I'm saying that you don't look at somebody that dominant, that fantastic, with that kind of fire in his belly to compete on a night in, night out basis, and all you have is one championship to show for it. That's a very ignorant statement on his part. You know what I'm saying? It is. First of all, let me be very, very clear. That's a very ignorant statement on his part. Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, Shaq, y'all, you, others, Kendrick Perkins.
I know. We all know.
I'm just saying. So what do you mean? Cats don't know. That's the media. That's who you talking about. Now you talking about me. I'm the guy that wanted him drafted by the New York Knicks. I'm the guy that said that the players were wrong to label him overrated. Did you remember that? So I give him credit. He was smart enough not to mention my name because he was assuming. Because had he mentioned me, I'd go in deeper, but I won't. What I will say to you is this. In the end, it just amazes me how cats can be sometimes. Win the damn chip, bro. Win the damn chip. Because the first 2 games of this NBA Finals Series, you had your moment with 0.3 seconds left. Other than that, you didn't play well. And Shea Gilgeous was giving it to y'all. He was averaging 36 coming into the game, reigning league MVP. That ain't on me, that's on you. And oh, by the way, just in case he was talking about me, my brother, I'm not going away.
No, you're not.
I'm going to be here for a while. You said, read the news? I'm going to be here for a while. So next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, I'm going to be here. And players far more accomplished and far more superior have made their efforts trying to call me out. How has that worked out?
So my issue with Stephen A, when you see something like this with him playing solitaire on the sideline, isn't necessarily his back and forth with Tyrese Halliburton. It's more about his take with Giannis, ironically enough. If you get one championship somewhere like Milwaukee, you've done your job. Everything else is icing on the cake. You don't expect a small market like that to be able to continue to put a championship roster around a player where he can win a title or multiple titles, right? So for him to say that about Giannis, like, wow, like, so if he didn't have a ring, how would we look at his career? It's almost like, I don't know what his angle is with that. You get one. I mean, him and Lou Alcindor, Kareem, they got the same amount of rings in Milwaukee. You see what I'm saying? So, yes, Kareem went on and got those other rings with the Lake Show, but he got one in Milwaukee. So, how would Giannis be viewed as a failure? He just didn't go to a big market. Now, of course, Giannis could go jump over there with the Mavericks, be with AD or something like that. He could go team up with Golden State would have actually been a decent look for him. He could have went and kept Steph and them younger for longer, got a ring or two over there. So he could go get a ring. But Giannis staying somewhere like Milwaukee is what we want. We don't want all these super teams. Like when you start putting ring culture at the forefront of the game, that's where you stop getting a Giannis in a small market. We want to have a reason to cut the TV on when a team like the Bucks is playing too. You know what I'm saying? Small markets is so reliant on their superstar where if you start putting too much ring pressure on their legacies and stuff, all of them ain't wired like Giannis. So they'll start jumping ship. So stop with the ring culture stuff. I have, in my older age, I've learned to appreciate the guys who were able to lead a team to the finals, but maybe not get it done more than I appreciate the guys jumping ship to team up and form an unbeatable team. You know what I'm saying? So, and this ain't no knock to nobody specifically. I'm just saying the competitive nature of the game is seems to be much more balanced for the foreseeable future with guys staying put, especially these young stars. Giannis, if he rises out in Milwaukee, he gonna finish his prime out there. So, yeah, man, I'm not a biggest fan of the way Stephen A. Smith put that with Giannis, and you could see, if you play a solitaire during the game, I get it. You should have just came out and said, yeah, I was bored, watching the game, but it was a good game, so you couldn't really come out and say that. You had to tell the truth somewhat, man. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Though Stephen A. getting busted playing solitaire, man. Let it be known in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, Pete.